Hi everybody, and welcome to Teen Book Tuesday. I'm Lorie and I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library here in Central New York, coming to you from my teen room. And today I'm going to tell you about some retellings, fractured fairy tales, reimagined legends and lore. And we're going to start with The Forest Queen by Betsy Cornwell. This is a retelling of Robin Hood as you've never read it before. Lady Sylvania is used to living in comfort in her family's home of Locksley Abbey. When her brother John, who has always been overbearing, becomes the local sheriff, his oppressive rule extends to the villagers. Powerless to stop him and unable to escape his plans for her arranged marriage, Sylvie runs away from home with her childhood friend Bird, who is the son of a huntswoman. Together, they form their own community and fight to right the wrongs perpetrated by the king and his noblemen. This one is perfect for fans of fairy tale retellings or anyone who loves a strong female lead. This goes far beyond the original's focus on economic justice, and it explores love, gender, the healing power of nature, and what it means to be a family. This is a fast-paced, gender-bent historical retelling of the Robin Hood tale. Something in this one for everyone. Next up we have Of Curses and Kisses by Sanjya Menon. This is a modern-day romantic comedy retelling of Beauty and the Beast. For Princess Jaya Rao, nothing is more important than family. So when the loathsome Emerson clan steps up their centuries-old feud to target her little sister, nothing will keep Jaya from exacting her revenge. Then she finds out she'll be attending the same elite boarding school as Gray Emerson, and it feels like the opportunity of a lifetime. She knows what she's got to do. Make Gray fall in love with her and break his heart. But much to Jaya's annoyance, Gray's brooding demeanor and bright blue eyes have drawn her in. There's simply no way she and her sworn enemy could find their fairy tale ending, right? His Lordship Gray Emerson is a misanthrope. Thanks to an ancient curse by a Rao matriarch, Gray knows he's doomed once he turns 18. So sequestered away in the mountains at St. Rosetta's International Academy, he's lived an isolated existence until Jaya Rao bursts into his life. But he can't shake the feeling that she's hiding something that might just have to do with the rose-shaped ruby pendant around her neck. As the stars conspire to keep them apart, Jaya and Gray grapple with questions of love, loyalty, and whether it's possible to write your own happy ending. This one is told from both points of view. It's a modern romantic comedy retelling, and it will have you rooting for both Beauty and the Beast. Next up, something completely different. It's called Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. And the reason I'm telling you about it is because the sequel just came out, Sword in the Stars. But I'm going to tell you about Once and Future because I don't want to give you any spoilers. It's a retelling of King Arthur, sort of. A girl with a sword and an impulse problem embarks on a perilous quest to save her family and free the galaxy from the clutches of a power-hungry corporation. When Ari, an on-the-run refugee from planet Ketch, pulls Excalibur from a tree on old Earth, she sets a centuries-old cycle into motion. By claiming the sword, she's unknowingly attracted the attention of the enchantress Morgana and awakens the backward-aging magician Merlin, both of whom are doomed to an eternity of reliving the same story of King Arthur's rise and fall. Honest to the core and averse to any kind of pageantry, Ari rejects her destiny as the one true king until she discovers her connection to the Arthur cycle may help her raise a resistance against the Mercer Company, who imprisoned her mothers and are threatening everything Ari loves. In this intergalactic reimagining of Arthurian legend, a racially diverse, queer, and trans ensemble of characters lead the battle against the tyranny of capitalism. It's King Arthur as you've never seen her. This bold, action-packed, and completely unique novel reimagines the once and future king as a teenage girl determined to save the universe from an evil curse. And in the second one, they have more adventures. Next up, Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. It's not about Snow White, but about the Snow Queen. 17-year-old Snow has spent her life locked in the Whitaker Psychiatric Institute in New York. But deep down, she knows she doesn't belong there. When she meets a mysterious new orderly and dreams about a strange, twisted tree, she realizes she must escape and figure out who she really is. After Snow breaks free and races into the nearby woods, she stumbles into icy Algid, her true home, with witches, thieves, and a strangely alluring boy named Kai, none of whom she's sure she can trust. As secrets are revealed, Snow discovers that she's on the run from a royal lineage she's destined to inherit, a father more ruthless than she could have ever imagined, and choices of the heart that could change everything, including Snow's return to the world she once knew. With Algid's fate resting in her hands, will Snow embrace her destiny, even if it means paying the ultimate price? This breathtaking novel tells the story of how Snow becomes a villain, a queen, and maybe a hero. Next, I've got another modern day retelling, Geek Arella by Ashley Poston. This is the first in a series, sort of. I'll get to that in a minute. It's about Geek Girl Elle Whittemer. She lives and breathes Starfield, the classic sci-fi series she grew up watching with her late father. So when she sees a cosplay contest for a new Starfield movie, she has to enter. The prize? An invitation to the ExcelsiCon cosplay ball and a meet and greet with the actor slated to play Federation Prince Carmendor in the reboot. With savings from her gig at the Magic Pumpkin food truck and her dad's old costume, Elle's determined to win, unless her stepsisters get there first. Teen actor Darian Friedman used to live for cons before he was famous. Now they're nothing but autographs and awkward meet and greets. Playing Carmendor is all he's ever wanted, but the Starfield fandom has written him off as just another dumb heartthrob. As ExcelsiCon draws near, Darian feels more and more like a fake, until he meets a girl who shows him otherwise. This one is part romance and part love letter to nerd culture, and it is all totally adorable. Geek Arella is a fairy tale for anyone who believes in the magic of fandom. It's technically the first in the series, as I mentioned. I told you about Princess and the Fangirl a while back, but you don't have to read them in any particular order as they're only loosely connected. Another great choice for a modern day romantic comedy retelling of Cinderella. And finally today, Heartless by Marissa Meyer, one of my favorite authors of retellings. She wrote the Lunar Chronicles, which starts with the book Cinder, and I'm going to tell you about one of those in just a second. But this is a standalone, and it is the story of the Queen of Hearts, sort of. Long before she was the terror of Wonderland, she was a girl who wanted to fall in love. Catherine may be one of the most desired girls in Wonderland and a favorite of the unmarried King of Hearts, but her interests lie elsewhere. A talented baker, all she wants is to open a shop with her best friend. But according to her mother, such a goal is unthinkable for the young woman who could be the next queen. Then Kath meets Jest, the handsome and mysterious court jester. For the first time, she feels the pull of true attraction. At the risk of offending the king and infuriating her parents, she and Jest enter into an intense secret courtship. Kath is determined to define her own destiny and fall in love on her own terms. But in a land thriving with magic, madness, and monsters, fate has other plans. This is the story of how Kath, a girl who wants to fall in love, becomes the Queen of Hearts, the terror of Wonderland. And it's a wonderful book. Marissa Meyer does the bad guy really well. One of my other favorites by her is Fairest. It's part of the Lunar Chronicles, but it's kind of a standalone. It's a bridge book between two of the later in the series, and it is the story of the evil queen. It's not a very long one either, so if you're looking for something short to read, this one's really good, and I highly recommend it. So, thanks for joining me today for this retellings episode of Teen Book Tuesday. I'm Lorie, and I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library. If you're a teen signed up for the summer reading program here at Manlius Library, your secret code today is FLOWERS, capital F, Lowers, flowers. Head on over to your account, click on the Teen Book Tuesday mission, and enter that code to complete today's activity for your points. If you're not a teen in Central New York, if you're a teen in Central New York and you're not signed up for the Teen Summer Reading Program, head over to our website at manliuslibrary.org. Get yourself signed up today. There's some really great prizes at the end of the summer, lots of book suggestions, and some really fun activities. Next week, I'll be telling you about teen horror, scary stories, creepy books, bump in the night, and a lot of haunted houses. I hope we'll see you then. You can find me every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock on the Manlius Library YouTube channel. Have a great week and happy reading.